Yo, what's going on, everybody? Suro here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, some of you may be noticing I'm actually on my second account, and that is because the new update is going to be dropping in a week or 2 weeks, and I'm trying to get this account caught up fully. That way I can do this account for like some streams. So the reason I have two accounts, for those of you that don't know, I do a lot of time skipping, time traveling, all that good stuff whenever a new content drops, like a new update drops. That way I can get the information out there to you guys so you know what to expect and what's the best way to do things and how things actually work and stuff like that. But doing some time skipping has some cost to it. The more I have to time skip, the more my game kind of like breaks, and eventually I feel like it may just completely break. So it's always good to have a second account for me as a YouTuber so I can keep making more content. I have a backup, and also it's actually just really enjoyable and fun to actually be able to relive the story, especially with all the new updates and all the new changes and stuff like that that's been implemented in the game. It's actually a slightly different gameplay experience, and some of it's actually been a little bit easier than when we first started playing. Some of the items are a lot easier to get. It seems like the drop rates for like clay is a lot easier to obtain. I know we were pretty much struggling there. I had a whole video made just for that back in the day, and it's just really fun to re-experience this all. So that brings me to the topic of today's video, and I keep in mind this is not hating on the game at all. I love the game, obviously. It's really enjoyable. It's such a massive scale game, and that leads me to wonder, like, how big is this game actually gonna be? Like, how do you guys feel about the state of the game? And I say this because I've been streaming on this profile for probably, like, I think I did like 7 streams, a couple hours long. So, you know, we have like almost 20 hours worth of gameplay there. I've also been doing a lot of off-camera playing, and I still have all of these quests. Like, I feel like I've done so many quests, and I still have all of these characters. Look at this. This isn't even all the characters in the game yet. You know, I still have to do the Lion King realm. I still have all the potion quests. I still have, you know, getting like all those little pebbles, a lot of the little side secret things. There's still characters to obtain. We have the new characters coming out. We're pretty sure that we're getting Cinderella, and we are also getting the fairy godmother, so that's going to be 2 new characters with quest lines. And look at all this. So I know this game is not supposed to be rushed. Like, this is a cozy, laid back, enjoy the game. And it just makes me wonder, as a new player, is this too much? Is it the game like too overwhelming? Because I'm just grinding and grinding and grinding, trying to get this account caught up. And while it didn't feel like it was that big of a game while we've been playing, you know, we've been doing small bits as we go. It's such a massive game. Like, it really is. Like, you get so much value for the money. But at the same time, I wonder if it's going to be too much for the consumer, too much for the player. You know, if you have never played this game and you just start off, is it going to be too much? Are people going to get bored? Is it going to get stale? Because while a lot of the new quest lines have actually been really exciting and you can go any direction you want with this game. For example, we didn't get Mirabelle until like 6-7 months into the game's lifespan. And I actually got Mirabelle on my first episode of doing the stream. Like, there's her house. So you can go different directions. But a lot of the newer quests that are a little more exciting, they're still tied behind like late game activities. And I wonder if a lot of these beginning fetch quests are going to get a little boring for new players. Now, like I said, this game's still in early access. I know we have a ton of updates, so they're going to keep adding more and more characters to the game. And I just wonder, like, how massive is this going to be? Like, for a new player, is it too big? Is it too overwhelming? And I know one problem I've had whenever I'm doing this, like, restarting my game, I go to do one person's quest, and then I get like 6 other people come up to me and want me to do their quest. And then I end up doing that quest line, and then I get tied into some more quests, and then I'm the person I was originally working for. I've long forgotten what their quest is doing, so then I go back to that, and it's just there. It needs to be a little more of a linear path, I guess. I don't know. I kind of feel like Gameloft needs to think of a way to bring more activities to the game rather than just new friendship quests and new quest lines. Now, it is kind of hard to balance that, because as for people like me and you, we've been playing the game since like September, or a majority of us. I'm assuming, you know, long-term members are watching this video. Obviously, on the other side of the coin, it feels like we don't have enough content, right? You know, we're always doing our star path, and then we do the new story missions and all that stuff, and then we're kind of bored. Like, we decorate, we don't really have anything to do. But if you're a new player, you're starting out, it's like way too much content. So it's like, I wonder what Gameloft could do to kind of balance that out. Maybe make some more of the newer content. Like I said, bring some new activities to the game rather than a bunch of fetch quests. And maybe not have just like new characters that bring, you know, 5 new quests, because they're usually pretty dang long. And if this game is going to keep going for the next couple of years, which I think it is, I think they're going to keep bringing updates. If it's this massive now, how big is this game actually going to be? Like, it's crazy too, because we spent originally like $30 on the game, and it's eventually going free to play. But there's just so much to do. It's just one of those things. I was working on this new content, and I was just curious as to what everyone thinks. Do we think, is it too overwhelming? Is there too much to do? Has anyone restarted their game? Because if you have, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. There's just like so much, and it's actually kind of hard for me to speed run back to where I'm at, because I really didn't think this game was so big. Like, I really didn't. We've been playing it as it goes, and it almost feels like there wasn't enough to do. But as I'm replaying it, there is a lot of content in this game, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, and I'm not saying that this game needs to be speed ran. I'm just saying, from a new player's perspective, do we think it's going to be a little too overwhelming? Either way, I really want to know, do you guys, I kind of struggle to get some streams, and I'm trying to get more streams implemented in my channel, and I was doing it pretty much every day there for a week or so, but I was on vacation from work. So I do have school full time, I do work full time, and then I do the YouTube as much as I possibly can making videos. So it's kind of hard for me to stream. I'm hoping soon I can start having a more consistent schedule on my streams, but for now, as I'm grinding to get this account up to the next DLC, would you guys like me to turn it into videos, like little let's plays? Would you watch that, or would you be bored because it's older content that you guys have maybe seen? Like, you know, almost doing the whole Stitch quest line could be a whole video. Like, that could take a while. Would you guys be bored watching that, or would you be interested in watching it? No hard feelings either way. I know let's plays are not for everybody, so I could definitely just grind this on my own in the background, but I have like just a couple weeks to get this caught up until we get the new update. Now, on the new update, I know we're gonna have a ton of content. It's looking really big. We're gonna have Fairy Godmother. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have Cinderella. They're adding where you can like customize and create your own furniture designs. We got mannequins, and they always release a bunch of stuff that we did not even see coming. So I know there's going to be a lot of stuff. It's going to be focused on the whole Forgotten Lands biome right here. We're probably going to be able to put out the green fires. And yeah, so I got a lot of work to do before I can get that caught up. So let me know if you guys want to watch the journey on it. I'll try to at least stream twice a week if possible, especially because I do have a couple of channel members. I only have 2 channel members, but it wouldn't be fair to them if I'm not actually like streaming so they can interact with that. So I am at some point soon going to get a consistent schedule where I at least stream twice a week, maybe on my weekends from work. But anyways, like I said, I just want to know what you guys and how you feel the state of the game now, or what you think it could be in the future. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all in the next one.